Humans have created some very essential tools, at times through just a mere stroke of luck, which have made our life much easier in the long term. A few significant developments stand out as exceptionally revolutionary throughout history. From the instant someone smashed a rock on the ground to create the first sharp-edged tool to the invention of the wheel, the Internet and the Mars rover. Here are our top picks for the most important inventions of all time, as well as the details on how each one was developed and based on science. Wheels. Humans had very limited options for how much and how far we could move objects over land until the creation of the wheel in 3500 BC. The process of making the wheel was a difficult task, but this was not because of the wheel itself. Things got complicated, according to David Anthony, who was an anthropology professor at Hartwick College, when it came time to attach a stationary platform to the rolling cylinder. The wheel and axle concept was a stroke of genius. Nails. This significant invention dates back to the ancient Romans, roughly more than 2,000 years in the past. The invention of nails was made possible once humanity understood how to shape and cast metal. In the past, it was necessary to geometrically link adjacent boards to create wood structures, which was a much more time-consuming process. Nails made the construction process much easier. The compass. It was risky to sail far from shore in the days before satellite navigation, as ancient mariners relied on the stars for guidance. The rise of global trade was facilitated by the compass, which allowed seamen to navigate securely far from land. The printing press. Johannes Gutenberg, a German inventor, created the printing press between 1440 and 1450. The hand mold, a revolutionary molding method that made it possible to quickly produce lots of metal movable type, was essential to its growth. Combustion engine. When fuel is burned in these engines, a high-temperature gas is released. As the gas expands, it exerts pressure on a piston, which moves it. By converting chemical energy into mechanical work, combustion engines work. The engine brought about the industrial age and made it possible to create a large variety of devices, such as contemporary automobiles and aircraft. The telephone. Numerous inventors contributed to the development of electronic voice transmission. Many of them eventually sued for intellectual property when the number of telephones increased. But on March 7, 1876, Scottish inventor Alexander Graham Bell became the first to receive a patent for the telephone. Light bulb. Our reliance on natural light was removed by the development of the light bulb, which allowed us to be productive day or night. Because Thomas Edison developed a fully functional lighting system in 1879 that included a generator, wiring, and the carbon filament bulb, therefore, he is recognized as the primary inventor. Penicillin. One of the most well-known historical discovery tales is this one. In his lab in 1928, Alexander Fleming, a Scottish scientist, discovered a petri dish full of bacteria with its lid mistakenly on a jar. The sample had developed mold contamination, and wherever the mold was present, bacteria died. It was discovered that the fungus was Penicillium, the antibiotic mold. Contraceptives. Birth control pills, condoms, and other contraceptives have not only encouraged men and women to engage in sexual activity for pleasure rather than reproduction in the developed world, but they have also significantly decreased the average number of children born to each woman in the nations where they are used. Contraceptives have helped the human population globally to level off, and by the end of the century, our population will likely be stabilized. The Internet. Billions of people throughout the world use the Internet, a global network of linked computer networks. The first version of the Internet, known as ARPANET, was created in the 1960s by a group of computer scientists working for the Advanced Research Projects Agency (ARPA) of the U.S. Defense Department. Do not forget to like, comment, and share the video. Subscribe to our channel to view more such content.